Well, hello there again. Jumping back into Dragonfall. This is part 3. I don't remember where we left off. I definitely didn't get very far because this game is very plot heavy. I think the last thing I did last time was to just watch all of Green Winter's DVDs, which really took a toll on my throat because I ended up doing like 3 different German accents. Like, the accents were slightly different, but mostly the voices just had kind of different characters to them. And that was rough. Because I also like that characteristic German deep voice is not something that comes super naturally to me. I don't know what it sounds like on the stream, but it's been made apparent to me over the years, and working in retail and other customer-facing businesses, that apparently I sound like a woman on the phone. So, I don't know how that's going for you guys. The room goes quiet as everyone struggles to process what you've just seen on the DVD. Finally, Dietrich breaks the silence. The dragon. Son of a bitch. Green Winter sent us up against a dragon. The firing. Amsel's voice is thick with dread. She lives. I'm really starting to regret the fact that I didn't just stay at the hotel. Iger ignores him. Wait a second, we don't know for certain. Dietrich lays a hand on Iger's shoulder. The evidence seemed pretty convincing to me, love. I'll even take it a step further. I think that secret facility that we stumbled into was her lair. The room falls silent. Iger and Glory exchange glances. After a moment, Dietrich continues. Just think about it. The Decker that Winters got those coordinates from was posting about Feuerschwinge. Then she was killed by that same orcish bastard that attacked us after Monica died. That's a direct link between the dragon, the scarred orc, and the Harfeld Manor. And then Winters was killed by the same thing that killed Monica. Exactly. My gut tells me that the dragon is down there, Wizzrobe, someplace far beneath the surface. I think that we've knocked on the door to her lair without even knowing it. And I think that, given what we've seen, the dragon will do whatever it takes to keep us quiet about it. Okay, going on the assumption that there is a dragon and that she will come after us, what do you propose that we do about it? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to follow Winter's advice. We're going to find Vauclair. Yes, Wizzrobe is right. Finding Dr. Vauclair should be our highest priority. If we're going up against a dragon, we need to find ourselves a dragon slayer. Winter spent 20 years searching for Vauclair and it got him nowhere. How do you propose that we find him? With the help of an information broker. Let me guess, back to the coffee shop? For this? No. While Herr Qazi is very capable, a task of this magnitude is beyond him. We need to make contact with the premier information broker in Berlin. We need to talk to Alice. Blitz scoffs at Amsel. Alice, best of luck, and I hope that you're rich. Amsel raises an eyebrow. For this, rich enough, even if only just. Who is this Alice? A most prominent figure in Berlin's shadow community, ex-Jacques Wellenreiter. She provides information retrieval services for the F-State. Amsel turns to the computer console behind him and runs his finger over a virtual keyboard. The machine begins to hum. If Winters was right, if Vauclair is still alive, she can help us find him. The console spits out a stick of black plastic. Amsel plucks it from the computer and hands it to you. Here, your key to speak with Alice. A cred stick? Amsel nods. An encoded cred stick, yes. 10,000 million. Alice will not show her face for less. This represents the last of my personal savings, this hob. Makes this meeting count. Where do I need to go? Take the U-Bahn to the Altstadt Spandau. There you will find a connecting tube that the locals refer to as the rabbit hole. You will find a method of contacting Alice there. Don't call it that in front of her, though. Word on the street is that she hates it. Please hurry. While you're out, I will work on acquiring new contracts for the team. Alice is the best there is at what she does, and our services carry a price tag to match. Probably getting my different German voices a little mixed up, but that is the price we pay. For what? I don't know. Leave me alone. Okay, I don't think there's combat on the way to or from the Rabbit's Den, or whatever it's called. So I don't need to worry about resupplying. I don't remember what my stats are right now. I'm definitely focusing on spellcasting, which is kind of my comfort zone. At the base of the controller panel, you find a cleverly hidden input port. The port is shrouded in black plastic, and it appears to be the approximate shape of a typical cred stick. Let's put Amsel's down payment. Internal motors grip the cred stick and pull it into the machine. It disappears into the port, and the screen goes black. Moments later, a video image fills the screen. The picture is dark and grainy, a far cry from the bright, colorful sprites that previously inhabited the display. On the screen is a dimly lit office. The place looks like it was pulled straight from an old detective movie, from the Venetian blinds on the windows to the great swaths of shadow that paint the walls black. Center stage, sitting behind a large mahogany desk, is the silhouette of an impressive-looking woman in a charcoal gray suit. The tip of a cigarette glows cherry red in the shadows. She leans forward into the light, and you catch your first glimpse of Alice. Her face is all hard planes and sculpted angles. That's not what I'm seeing in that image. With high cheekbones and almond eyes, her lips are painted a frigid blue, but the look in her eyes is even colder. A head of lustrous black hair is interspersed with flowing streams of cyan light. Alice exhales a plume of smoke, then tips her cigarette into a nearby ashtray. She fixes her eyes on you, and her lips curl into a humorless smile. We're on your dime, friend. Tell me what you're looking for. I need you to find someone for me. Dr. Adrian Vauclair. She raises an eyebrow. The Dragon Slayer. Interesting. He's been missing for a long time. Yes, he has. The question is, can you find him? She looks you in the eye and the smile disappears. Her voice is all business. If he's out there somewhere, I'll find him for you. He could be living under assumed name in California Free State, and I'll still track him down. And if he's not alive, I'll tell you where I can find his corpse. Now, I don't think I've ever played through Dragonfall as a decker, so I don't know what's behind this option. I'm not sure I know who she is. There might be some like deep lore that I just don't know about. So, alright, I'm satisfied. Let's talk about the job. Alice steeples her fingers. Alright, here's how this is going to work. When you give me the go-ahead, I'm going to start gathering information for you. Once I've finished, you're going to bring me a cred stick encoded with an encryption key that I'll provide you. That cred stick will have 50,000 new yen on it. When I get my cred stick, you get your information. This is the deal. Take it or leave it. Yeah, fine. Alright, you've got a deal. Okay, but remember, you say go, and I go. From that point on, you're on the hook to pay me my fee. No turning back. No refunds. Are we square on this? Yeah, we're square. Good. I'll be in touch. The screen goes black. Moments later, the machine reboots. The colorful sprites that you saw when you first approached the arcade cabinet return. There's nothing more to see here. Alice is gone. And I'm pretty sure I've looked around. Oh, there is something. Hyper? Yeah, that's fine. Probably won't use it, but if nothing else, it's just a thing to sell when I need a very small amount of cash. Okay, nothing there. Okay, so I've got a decent amount of money. Oh, I have 14 karma to spend. Hell, yes. Okay, so put some into quickness. I don't care that much about strength unless I'm doing like close combat or chi casting, which I rarely do either of those. But quickness gets me dodge, and I think that's how you unlock Overwatch. So for now, I will just get up to level 6, get another spell slot, and then I could get up to level 7 in spellcasting, but I don't think I'm going to do that yet. Ranged combat 1. Let me quickness, and then dodge. I might have chosen poorly there. Oh well. Decking, chi casting, no. Spirit summoning, conjuring. Okay, yeah, I'll just hold on to that one extra karma. Do I have a weapon? Ooh, I have a rifle. Okay, well, there's that point. Put 1 karma into rifle. I've already got 2 biotech, good, so... And I think some spells do require a higher intelligence, so I'll probably need to put some more karma into that before I get up to, like, particularly high levels. And of course, there's body. So, does Beckenbauer need another donation, or have I already donated all I can to him? Hello again, mein Freunde. What can I do for you? I'd like to talk about your organization. He nods. Yes, of course. Please, go on. Are you accepting donations? Yes, meine Freundin. We are now ready to open up to donations once again. Thanks to your kind assistance, the shelter is now fully stocked with blankets and space heaters, and we have enough rice, salt, and barley to last this winter. But guaranteeing the physical well-being of the Cross Bazaar's needy is only a part of the equation. We must see to their mental well-being as well. Our next goal is to fully stock the library. This 350 nuyen we could make the purchase. Whatever you could spare would be most appreciated. Here, just take what you need. I've got you covered. Samuel's eyes widen. This is incredibly generous. Thank you, meine Freunde. Not a big deal, Sam. Do good with it. And now... No, marvelous, truly marvelous. With this contribution, we have reached our second goal. We will put this money to use stocking the library with a full range of literature, philosophy, poetry, and training manuals. Thank you again for your help, Wizzrobe. You've made a tremendous difference to this community. Happy to help, Sam. Okay, and now I'm going to ask about Silk, now that she's had a little bit of time to settle in. Very well, if you wish. What would you like to talk about? How's Silk doing? Yeah, she mentions that you had sent her. I don't know what you told her, Wizzrobe, but whatever you said, it worked. Silk's determination is truly inspiring. A crime habit is a difficult thing to beat, but I don't doubt that she will make it. Okay, no questions, I'm just passing by. Cool. That's all I needed. I don't think I'm going to be getting any cyberware, even just a data jack. So that limits me a little bit. I need ranged combat 3 to even get the Semipal, and I'm not sure if that's worth it. So just hold off for now. Oh, is there any magical armor? I mean, I'm not going to find magical armor there, but I was mainly asking if there's like new armor that I haven't seen yet. And there is not the Parlor of 5 Phases, that's in Hong Kong. What's this place called? Tyler's Copper. Alright, Algernon, what's the news? Okay, willpower and charisma, which is not bad at all, but... let me take a look at my equipment. Heal, wound, flamethrower, aim, and mana bolt. It's not a bad loadout, but I did just unlock another spellbook slot, so I could maybe get... I do like Lightning Bolt quite a lot. I like Ball Lightning more, but that is not on the table yet. Or Chain Lightning. Is Chain Lightning a separate spell in this game? I don't remember. I think if you're on a like strong ley line, you can chain magic spells like that, but I don't 100% remember. Sure. Ooh, and I have one more slot. That is nice. Oh yeah, maybe sell that Predator. Because I don't think... Does Glory have a data jack? I don't know if anyone has a data jack besides maybe Iger. And even then, I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so I've got some med kits. Let me see if Dr. Escabella's restocked his, or has any nicer trauma kits or med kits in stock now. Like, if you have the money to buy a nicer med kit or trauma kit early in the game, you should just be able to buy it. That's annoying. Kind of like in Shadowrun Returns, and like presumably Dragonfall and... Oh yeah! Welcome back. What can I do for you, my friend? I found this schematic. Think you can hook me up with this chrome? Very nice. The design appears to be simple enough. Yes, I should be able to provide you with this. It won't be cheap, though. Okay, I need medical supplies. Okay, no, it's just basic. I mean, I guess for now, grab a few more basic med kits. Since that's all I can do. By the way, not sponsored, but drinking this new orange cream Coke Zero, it's pretty damn good. So, you know, Coke, if you want to send some money my way, if really anybody has seen these. I don't need anything from Elliot. Yeah, let's just go back into the Reine Nuger, whatever the rest of it said. Blitz has to say, as you approach Blitz, he gives you an easy smile. Hey, Chief, what's up? Okay. Talk to you later. Glad we had this talk. And talk to Paul. Wizzrobe, did you make contact with Alice? Yes, I did. She accepted your payment and I ordered the search for the information we need. Very good. I can't imagine that this will be cheap. What was Alice's stated price? You're right on that count. 50,000 new yen. He shrugs. It is about as I had expected. Thankfully, we are prepared for this. I have established contact with a number of new clients. You can find information on the jobs logged on your mission computer. One jobs file is on there already. While you're working to earn Alice's fee, I will continue to dig for clues about Feuerschwinger. If she is, in fact, roosting under the Half-Elf Manor, then there must be some evidence to support that fact. A dragon is a large thing to hide, after all. Be careful, Paul. Remember what happened to Monica. I will never forget. Don't worry, Wizzrobe. I'm going to conduct my investigations the old-fashioned way, through contacts and deduction and careful observation. I will not drag into the Matrix until this entire sorry episode is finished. That's probably wise. Speaking of doing things the old-fashioned way, Malit is working to recover information off of those other DVDs. It's a painstaking process, and it will not be quick, but she is optimistic that she will be successful in time. Finally, I have been checking up on our friend, the orc with the skin grafts. I haven't heard anything back yet, but I'll keep you appraised as the situation develops. Sounds good, Paul. I'll go check up on those jobs. One last thing before you go, Wizzrobe. Samuel Beckenbauer wanted me to pass a message to you. Do you know him, the orc who runs the shelter across the way? Yes, we've met. Ah, well, here's a job for you. He wouldn't discuss it with me, but he promised that it would prove worth your time. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, your workstation and mission computer, the command center for your team's operations, and your last link to the memory of Monica Schiffer. Her thoughts and words live on in the machine. At times, it's easy to forget that she's gone. Okay, one new message, so commissioning your services. We would like to arrange a meeting between you and one of our representatives. You will find him at the cafe nearby. His name is Luca Duer. He will be expecting you. Come alone. That bullshit. Let's see. Is there anything? Okay, good. So the Humanist data steal. Amsel's face appears on the screen. Samuel Beckenbauer has approached me with an offer of work. Apparently an associate of his has learned some disturbing details regarding the Berlin chapter of the Humanist Holy Club. He would like to contract your team to investigate these rumors. Beckenbauer was unwilling to discuss the specifics of the job in your absence. He has requested that you speak with him in person at your earliest convenience. Okay, so farmer cleanup job. Amsel's face winks onto the screen. Here you will find the complete transcript of my conversation with Herr Fuchs, a potential client. The job seems to be relatively straightforward, and the payout is reasonable. One word of caution before you proceed. There are aspects of this one that you might find morally troubling. Be sure to read and understand the specifics of the job before accepting. If you do accept, you will be expected to carry out the requirements of the job in full. After reading the transcript, you may choose whether or not to accept the job. If you respond in the affirmative, our client will be notified, and I will make all necessary preparations for the run. Herr Amsel? Yes, I am here. To whom am I speaking? You may call me Herr Fuchs. Very well. Please describe the work that you would like to have done. Straight to the point. I like that. Very well. I would like to retain your team's services to clean up a mess. Go on. My employers dispatched a team of operatives to conduct a quiet operation at a local Sharing Pharma AG lab. Unfortunately, they botched the job. The team was eliminated, but we have reliable information that one of the operatives has been taken captive. If this rogue agent were to spill information leading back to my employers, it could lead to a corporate war. A great many lives could be lost. My employers would like nothing more than to prevent such a tragic turn of events. Ah, I see. And you wish to retain my team's services to tie up loose ends. Exactly. The captive operative is a rigger by the name of Thorvald Enstad. We need him neutralized before he can inform on us to his captors. As Enstad and his team have already put the facility on high alert, stealth will not be an option. Your team will need to shoot its way in, eliminate Enstad, and exit the facility. A straightforward enough task, and well within my team's capabilities. What are you offering in terms of pay? 15,000 new yen. This offer is non-negotiable. Very well, I will pass the offer on to my team. Very good. Good day, Herr Amsel. Yeah, let's accept the job. Because I need money. And that's everything there. Let me... PBS. Do I have pay data? Of course not. So... I don't know. Should I even bother reading through all these? Yeah, fuck it. Anyone else reading about this? City's got a Lone Star contract and they can't catch the guy. This Emerald City Ripper has been on a spree and so far no one has a clue. Pathetic. If something like that happened on my blog, some vigilantes would have tracked him down and stopped him. Shows how good state payroll cops are. Who says it's a he? They don't have any leads. Ha! I'll be in Seattle next week. Forward any info you have about this Ripper, and I'll see about taking him out for a date with my Walther MA2100. I'm sure Lone Star will have a fat reward waiting for whoever blasts this goon. Okay, who is Blutz? I wonder. I think that's the name. I'm still recovering the logs. This hot dogger just trashed my LAN trid hosting server. Sounds like some kid pissed over his cartoons getting cancelled. Left a bunch of garbage files all over my disks, and I'll be cleaning them up all day. They should make you pass a dumbass test before you're allowed to deck in this town. Step up your security. Write some white icy and programs if you can. At least make the kid's hair stand on end for a few hours next time he tries it. Just make sure that your ice is quick. Heavy-hitting ice is no good if it can't catch up with an intruder, a fact that I take advantage of on a regular basis. Always running, ACW. Like clockwork. If you were finished, I did have ice on the thing. Traced the hole down. Grocery store across the street was piggybacking on my LAN, and they left an unsecured jack point in a bathroom stall. Old as hell maintenance jack in a fuse box, and my security ignored it. Mystery solved. Shadowland isn't your personal tech support board, Lumens. Glad to see you fixed your own problem. Only way you're going to learn. Where? Oh god. Is there any elf clubs or bars in the downtown area? I really want to meet one. They're just so beautiful. Maybe we can go dancing. Do elves like dancing? There's one on Torstrasse. Bring a bouquet of roses. Elves love a romantic. The elf clubs I know of are members only due to creepy groupies, like you. Not really appealing when a guy is only after them for the shape of their ears. Benno is a fraud. I broke my first rule. Always get full payment up front. Left me hanging for 50% of the cash after I completed the job. I'm sure he'll have changed his name by the time this posting goes up. Male elf, brown hair, gold eyes, looked to be in his mid-30s. Be careful who you work for out there. Never thought I'd see you admit to a mistake on here. Thanks for the heads up. I'll keep my eyes open. We'll forward any info I come across if you're still looking to collect from the guy. Sent you some surveillance footage. Is this your man? Oh, Blitz. I don't always pay enough attention to who's sending each message. Sure is. Nice one. I'll split the take with you if this lead pans out. Good to find there's still some honor among runners. And that is the end of that. So, that is all I need from the computer. And go talk to Sam. I'll definitely take, well, yeah, I think I'll take the pharma job first. This game. Hello again, meine Freundin. What can I do for you? I heard that you wanted to talk about a job. Yes, I do. Thank you for coming so promptly. He takes a deep breath, slowly releases it, and looks you in the eye. Tell me, what do you know about the Humanist Poly Club? They're an anti-meta-human hate group. He nods. The largest and most well-funded of its kind, the instigators of the Night of Rage, and the enemy of everything that I stand for. Yeah, sure. For the putative audience, Night of Rage? A worldwide race riot that took place in February 2039. Thousands of innocent metahumans were attacked, beaten, and killed. Women and children were corralled into warehouses for protection, and then burned alive and the structures were put to the torch. This is what humanity stands for. This is the agenda that its leaders strive to advance. They will not be satisfied until all metahumans, everywhere, are driven from the face of the earth. Disgusting. And this job of yours has something to do with Humanus? He nods. Yesterday I overheard one of my assistants talking on his comm. He was yelling, clearly agitated. I questioned him and he confided in me. What he told me made my blood run cold. Cut to the chase, Sam. Yes, of course. Please forgive my rambling. I'm not accustomed to dealing with people in your line of work. The long and the short of it is that the Berlin chapter of Humanus is planning something. Something involving a large shipment on an extremely dangerous, hazardous chemical. Their leader, Volker Stahl, is a vicious ideologue. It goes without saying that whatever he intends to do, it won't be good for us. I want you to infiltrate the smuggling operation that is delivering the shipment. Once you arrive at the Humanist compound, you will find out what they're planning to do with the chemical and put a stop to it. What makes you think they'll talk to me? I'm no more human than you are. Many of the smugglers are metahumans. If you travel with them, Humanists will allow you into their compound. The rest will be up to you. As long as they can get me in the front door, I can take care of the rest. He nods. Yes, good. From your reputation around the Croix Bazaar, I knew that you were the right woman for the job. Wouldn't it be easier to just hijack the shipment? Why allow it to get to the Humanist compound at all? He shakes his head. No, stopping the shipment would not stop Humanists. They would merely acquire another. For a pack of snarling racists, they are extremely well funded. Let's talk compensation. Where's this gig pay? I've contacted sister organizations across Berlin and taken up a collection. Between us, we have raised 22,000 yen as a payment. I trust that this will be sufficient? I'll do it. Count me in. He nods. Excellent. I am relieved. I will make the arrangements for your meeting with the smugglers. Their leader is an elf who calls himself Maxim. Take the Yuan to the Schatten Nest and you will find him waiting there. Best of luck to you, Wizzrobe, and good hunting. Know that you are doing a great thing for the metahumans of Berlin. Your efforts will not go unrecognized. I think I've already done all the supplying I need to do. I've spent all my karma. Save. Well, okay. Oh, also I need to go talk to Dietrich, who's waiting for me in the U-Bahn station. A lone figure stands in the U-Bahn station. Dietrich. He raises a bottle at your approach, and tosses it away. Figured I'd run into you here, boss. Wanted to be sure that I caught you before you headed off. He takes a deep breath, then slowly releases it, looks you in the eye. Wizzrobe, we need to have a talk about the Humanist game. Go ahead, Dietrich, I'm listening. Well, I've got a history with Humanists. I fought him back at 39 during the Night of Rage. Hell of a thing that was. I remember the terror, the senseless violence, the murdered children. I remember this little dwarf boy. They stuffed his body in the gutter, Wizzrobe. I can still see his face all bruised and broken. To this day, it makes my blood boil. Anyway, long story short, we beat him. Berlin's punks and anarchists all came together, and we stomped the living dreck out of those racist pigs. A lot of good people died that night, but we put down some of the bad ones, too. Why are you telling me all of this? So that you'll understand. I don't like Humanists. I hate the swine. But there's one of them that I've got to try to save. My nephew, Alexander. He's a good kid, Wizzrobe. I don't believe for a second that he's bought into their bullshit. But I have it on good authority that he's signed on with Humanists all the same. Why would he join a hate group if he isn't a racist? Can't say for certain, but I have a pretty strong guess. Alexander's dad is a miserable sack of a man. I wouldn't put it past him to look at Humanists as a boarding school. They feed and house their recruits, and that's money that he'd rather spend on himself. So I'm asking you, as a personal favor, to let me come along with you. I have to get into that compound, Wizzrobe. I have to find Alexander. I have to turn him around before those animals make him do something unforgivable. Of course, Dietrich, I wouldn't keep you from something like this. Thanks, boss. Never doubted you'd bring me, of course. You're too good a woman for that. But it's good to hear it all the same. Okay, now... I'm counting on you, boss. Save at the Croix Bazaar. And then, yeah, let's go to the pharma job. Oh, shit. No, not yet. I do need to talk to Maliat to see if she's got the drone fixed. Oh. Never mind fixing it, I haven't even given it to her yet. Yeah, probably. It might take a bit of doing, though. I love working on these old cope drones. Can't make you any guarantees, but in either way, it's on the house. I'll leave it in your hands. Yeah, I don't think Blitz is gonna come clean about it. So yeah, I think I have to give it to Maliat first. I'll start on it right away. Thank you. See you later. Hang on a second. There was something else that I wanted to talk with you about. I don't know if there is. Okay. Just browsing. Okay. So at least I've done that now. Yeah, we'll do the pharma job. Or, god damn it. Let's do one thing first, just for some fun. Go to the cafe and talk to Luca Duer. Now, I've only played through this game once where I actually went along with his plots, and this ties into my, like, I need to try to be a worse person while I'm playing these games. Like, be more mercenary, be less conscientious. She looks up from her comm, idly blowing a gum bubble and quickly popping it. Hello again, I hear you've been busy. Gossip travels fast, doesn't it? It's not gossip, it's work. Survival, really. Aren't there child labor laws around here? Kami puffs up indignantly, and you realize how young she must really be. She couldn't be out of her teens yet. And what does that mean? Well, it's just that there's probably some stories that are hard to hear at your age. She glances away furtively, apparently remembering something before beaming back at you. You'd be surprised what I've seen, even before I started being an intel hound. I can handle it, otherwise Altoch wouldn't trust me to. Speaking of which, I should probably get back to work. Let me know if there's something fun going on, yeah? She lazily tips her invisible hat at you before returning to the comm at her wrist. So, anyway, Luca Duer is, like, he presents himself as representing a certain organization. So you're Wizzrobe, eh? The late Monica Schaefer's replacement. He looks you up and down, then nods. Good, you look the part. Let me get right to business. My organization would like to retain your services for the indefinite future. But first, we're going to ask you on a trial run, an audition of sorts, to prove that you're the right woman for the job. Assuming that you complete this trial to our satisfaction, I will then offer you a variety of simple tasks. All of these should be achievable in the course of your everyday business. You won't need to go out of your way to expose yourself to much unnecessary risk. For each task that you complete, you will be rewarded handsomely, and there will be a bonus if you finish them all. It's a pretty good bonus, if I remember correctly. So, have I piqued your interest? Will you accept our offer? Who do you work for? How do you know where to find me? My organization knows everything worth knowing in Germany, including the small pond that is Berlin. It is in our best interests, however, to remain unknown to the world at large. For the time being, that is all you need to know. What does this audition pay? I can offer you 1,500 new yen, but only if you complete the full audition. The run and post-run interview to our satisfaction. If you fail to perform up to our expectations, you will receive no pay and no further offers of work. Sold. Very good. Assuming that your performance in the audition passes muster, I can foresee a long and fruitful business relationship between us. Sure, I'm in. Good. Very good. There's a man named now onto the task at hand. There's a man named Ailshire. He's a senior manager at Hermes Eurocom and a respected figure in his community. My organization also suspects him of working with pro-corporate extremists. These people are actively working to undermine the Flux State and pave the way for a corporate-controlled Berlin. My organization has no more desire to see Berlin fall to the corporations than you do. However, we are hesitant to act on our suspicions without proof. This is where you come in. Keep talking. You will meet with a team that I've arranged for you, and with their assistance you will plant surveillance devices in his apartment. Take the U-Bahn to Frankfurter Tor and go alone. The rest of your team will meet you there. Hang on a second, I already have a team. Yes, you do, yes, but they are unsuitable for this job. Remember, this is a test of your abilities, not Iger's or Glory's or Dietrich's. How do you know their names? The same way that I knew yours. You will complete this trial with the team that I have assembled, or not at all. It's important for us to know that you're willing to work within these limitations. So, will you work within the boundaries that I've described, or will you turn down an offer that you fellow runners would kill for? Fine, I'll work with your team. Very good. The moment that you board the train to Frankfurt or Tor, your test will begin. I would advise you to bring what you need in terms of medical supplies and ordnance. Once you embark on your trial run, there will be no turning back. After you've planted the devices and verified that they work, come back to me. There will be a brief interview, a post-mortem on the run if you like, and assuming that I am satisfied with what I hear, I will pay you your first stipend. Then we will discuss our future options. Best of luck, Wizzrobe. We will be watching. So, continuing on the theme of, like, needing to be more mercenary, the trial run that he sends you on is sketchy as hell, and you don't really feel good about it at any point, and there's always, because the team is made up of basically just random people, there is there's no apparent attention paid to, like, team dynamics. As the U-Bahn hums toward the Frankfurter Tor, you tug idly at the fabric of your maintenance uniform. You found it in a duffel bag on your seat when you boarded, along with a note from Duer to put it on before your arrival. The moment you step off this train, the note said, your trial run begins. You are to rendezvous with the rest of your team, reconnoiter the building, and plant the specified devices in Ailshire's suite. Beyond that, your approach will be left to you. Do not disappoint us. You are being watched. So yeah, the group dynamics are terrible, and there is a conflict between I think an elf mage. As you emerge from the dingy confines of the U-Bahn terminal and step into the light of day, you find yourself confronted by a wall of muscle in a knight-errant uniform. You're with maintenance. It isn't a question. He stands impassively, waiting for a response. Yes, sir. Have you seen any other maintenance guys around here? Yeah, they've been trickling in over the last 15 minutes or so. I've already done a security check on your entire crew. Everything checked out, so you're good to head on to the building whenever you want. I'll just get moving then. Have a good one. So yeah, there is, at one point, a conflict between two of them. The elf, I think he's an elf, spellcaster that is just a tremendous asshole. And the, I think he's from Tirtangara, or maybe even Ternanog, because we're in Europe now, but, he basically only speaks Berethiel, so his English, or, you know, presumably German, because we're just speaking German as if it were English, but still occasionally using German words. So it's kind of like Star Trek rules here. They just have at it, and you have to decide which one you're going to kill. And I always killed a spellcaster because I can't stand his ass. And, oh shit, I didn't notice. I just noticed the Chinese on the I can't make that character out. I think that's Chu or Zhu, maybe? Anyway, yeah, because that guy's just a dick, and you get a really, really bad feeling about the mission while you're going through it. So I always just side with the elf, who I guess he's a samurai, or maybe he casts spells too. He definitely has a sword. A young dwarf looks up at you, wide-eyed with apprehension. From the way that she's fidgeting, you can tell that she's terrified. She bites her lower lip, eyes darting from side to side. Finally, she takes a step toward you. Hello? Are you Miss Wizzrobe? Yeah, that's me. Am I late? Or, no, I take it you're on my maintenance crew? Yeah, I am. My name is Jana. She tries on a smile. It falls away almost immediately. Glad to meet you, Jana. Are the others still on their way? You sound nervous. Are you sure that you're up to this? I'll be okay. but I have some bad news for you. Our teammates sort of, jumped the gun a little. They're already inside. Great. That's just great. The dwarf wrings her hands. I'm sorry. I told them to wait, but they didn't listen. They just muscled on past me and waltzed through the front door. All right, calm down. I see that you have a toolbox. Are you a rigger or something? She swallows. Well, no. I'm not like you. Not like the others. You should probably know that. Then what are you like? A normal person with a boyfriend and a cat and a shitty apartment. I'm not a career criminal is what I'm saying. I'm just an electrician. If you're not a Shadowrunner, what are you doing on this crew? Her face flushes red. I'd rather not talk about it. Let's just say that someone did me a favor once, and that coming along on this thing is how I have to pay it back. Look, in the end, it doesn't matter. I have to be on this run, and you have to bring me along. It's what they want. Do you at least know how to defend yourself? Well, kind of. I brought my taser, and I have a little holdout pistol for self-defense. I've done some shooting at the range, but I've never fired a living thing before. Certainly not a person. I'm hoping that we can get through this thing without me having to. That makes two of us. When did our teammates abandon you? About 10 minutes ago. I watched them storm through the front doors of the building we're going to hit. A lot can happen in 10 minutes. I'll still be up on the first floor. Nobody's getting upstairs until I bypass the security locks on the elevator. That's why I decided to wait for you out here. I figured that they couldn't get too far ahead of us if I didn't go inside with them. Alright, let's get in there before the others blow the run. Yeah, okay, let's do it. And then the one time I went through this game and I did do all of the side stuff that Luca Duer wanted me to do. I felt bad about all of that because it's he's just a monster and he's being very like secretive about the kind of shit he's up to. Oh shit, I don't know if I've ever talked to her. Maybe she can help me with something. The waitress steps forward to greet you, a drink menu in her hand. Welcome to Caf Shack, home of the budget-friendly caffeine fix. May I help you? What do you have? We've got the cheapest soy caf in Berlin, guaranteed. She pauses for a moment and looks you up and down. You've been around long enough to know when you're being sized up. Finally, she continues. But of course, for hardworking folks like yourself, we do have other options. Options that corporate security doesn't tend to appreciate very much. Productivity enhancers. Get the picture? There's nothing I love better than enhanced productivity. What are you offering? She smiles slyly. I've got just thing. I've got just thing for that big presentation or that make or break annual report. It's called Jolt and it's amazing. Imagine a great big cup of caf, only without the nasty crash or the jittery stomach. You can take as many as you need without winding up in the hospital, and each one will keep you up for a couple of hours. Sounds too good to be true. Well, it's pricey, and there are some minor side effects. If you take more than 5 in a single sitting, you'll probably get a nosebleed. I don't think that anyone has ever tried drinking more than 10 at once. She pauses, considering. Yeah, I probably wouldn't recommend that. Show me. Okay, and that's +1 AP and +1 intelligence for 3 rounds? That's not terrible. I guess I'll take 1. Probably shouldn't even know. Yeah. Yeah, I'll pass. At least now I know she's there. Anything else I never found before? Nah, looks like it's just straight in. So yeah, anyway, Luca Duer is a piece of shit, and I'm going on this run just to hopefully get some more karma. And obviously I won't be getting any money because I'm going to scrub the mission and kill the asshole. As you step through the door, you find yourself confronted by a pair of men wearing the same kind of uniform that you are. Judging by their expressions, there is no love lost between the two. Hearing the door swing open, they turn to face you. The shorter of the two, a human with arcane symbols tastefully embossed into his belt, glares at you. You're here, finally, and you brought our little mouse of an electrician with you. Better late than never, but not much better. You're tardy enough as it is. He jerks his thumb at the elf standing beside him. I'll leave it to you to keep our pack mule in line. The elf's lips curl into a snarl. Hanging from his back is a bulging pack that looks incredibly heavy. His broad shoulders sag under the weight of whatever's inside. I think Anthony Hopkins is who he's reminding me of. He's dumb as a post, but he can lift heavy things. Might not be bad in a fight either. At the very least, he can soak up a few bullets for the rest of us. Staring daggers at the mage, he spits out a long string of foreign words in a single susurrant breath. Susurrant? Susurrant? I'm gonna look that word up. That's odd. Oh, okay. Oh. Whispering. Okay. Susurrus. Yeah, susurrus. That's how it's pronounced. Oh, susurrant. Cool. So yeah, a whispering or rustling sound. Good to know. The sound of it is lovely, but his expression leaves little doubt that the message behind the words is an ugly one. Oh, and I hope that you can speak Sperethiel. He shakes his head in disgust. Damned useless immigrants. Do us all a favor and keep your opinions to yourself. The corner of his mouth lifts into an ugly smirk. You may be the leader of this team, but I'll speak my mind whenever I please. Get used to it. Oh, and by the way, think you could have gotten here any later, pal? I've got an important meeting to get to, and if I'm late, this shit is going to hit the... This isn't getting us to your meeting any faster. He flashes a hateful glance at the dwarf, then turns his attention back to you. No, it isn't. So let's get to the penthouse and plant the cameras, I'll max them against detection, and then we can all go our separate ways. The elf mutters something under his breath and hitches the bulky pack up a little higher on his back. His muscles bulge under the strain of it. Are you sure that our friend here only speaks Sperethiel? To my immense disappointment, yes. A Tirtongera dialect, by the sounds of it. I wish that he'd do us all a favor and go back. Can you understand me at all? The musical tones of the elvish tongue pour out of his mouth again, but you can't make out a word. His dialect is quite foreign. It's unlike the form of Sperethiel spoken by the elves of Tir na Nog. The elf falls silent. He looks just as frustrated as Mage is. Okay, so Lucas sent me in here with a civilian, an asshole, and a guy who doesn't speak German. Wonderful. Your words don't seem to have much impact. The elf's scowl deepens. Let's see. I get the distinct impression that none of you actually want to be here, but we've got a job to do, so you're all gonna have to suck it up and deal. The mage leers at you. Wonderful pep talk. Really, really magnificent. I can see why you were placed in charge of this run. Now, can we please get moving? I don't have all day. We know. You have a meeting. I can get us into Elshire's apartment, but there are a few things that we'll need to do first. If you can get me to a building access panel that's on the same circuit as the penthouse, I should be able to put its security system into maintenance mode. The job will take some creative rewiring. Well, that and whatever's in the pack that the elf is carrying. Our employers gave me the schematics. And do you know where we'll find that access panel, Mouse? Quit calling me that! She takes a moment to calm herself. And yes, I do. There's an access panel in one of the mid-range apartments on the same floor. My contact gave me the key that should get us in. You've said should twice already. That makes me feel uneasy. Well, there's nothing that I can do about that. It's the plan that I was given, and we're stuck with it. Unless you have a better idea, we'll just have to follow our instructions and hope for the best. She turns to face you. Get me to a building access terminal on this floor, and I can rewire the elevator. That's the first thing that we need to do. Once we're upstairs, we use the code I was given. I rewire Elshire's security system, and we hide the cameras in his apartment. Her brow froze. Well, that's the theory anyway. I've got a bad feeling about this. Okay, so get her to the utility room. Stressed suit. I don't think he really factors in. Okay, probably don't want to like barge in on him. Although, you know what? We could probably take him. That's not important right now. So I know that there's this shop in here. Since I'm a spellcaster, I don't want to get any cyberware. The woman behind the counter smiles at you, her cheeks dimple. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. She sells a special piece of cyberware. I don't have the money for it, and again, as a spellcaster, I don't want to install cyberware to lower my magic. I also don't have very much money, so... Jana studies the junction box for a moment, then turns to face you. See that guard in the hallway? Well, he was standing next to a junction box just like this one. Looks like they're both on the same circuit, too. So? So I could use this one to overload the one that the guard is standing by. She looks at the junction box again and nods. Yeah, I could feed a nice power spike into that one from here. You know, if you wanted me to. Do it. Boom. Taylor, I don't think she has anything that I need and could afford. Welcome to Dunkley's Fine Clothiers. Are you shopping for a suit? A fashionable business suit made of ballistic cloth catches your eye. It would be a simple matter to slide it on under your baggy maintenance overalls. Let me see that suit. Ah, good choice. Style and safety. You have a good eye. She takes your arm. Here, let me show you to a dressing room. Oh, wow. Damn! 5 armor and +2 charisma. That is pretty fucking good. But I don't have that kind of money. Okay, so... pick up his key fob or whatever he dropped. Theta key card. Pops an access panel at the base of the terminal and begins snipping wires. A few minutes later, she replaces the panel's cover and stands. Alright, that should do it. I've bypassed the security lock on the elevator. We're good to head upstairs. Let's get moving then. Let's. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I need to check out. Well, you know what? Let me talk to the Knight Errant to see if he's got anything to say. Probably just gonna ask why the fuck I'm here. The guard steps forward, interposing himself between you and the terminal. Your security clearance doesn't authorize you to be in here. Take it easy. Okay, you know what? Just because I've never done this before, I am going to save and then attack him. See what kind of information the terminal can give me. The guard is unnaturally fast. You'd guess that his reflexes have been cybernetically enhanced. In a blur of motion, he slaps the terminal's panic button and jerks his weapon out of its holster. Oh, nice. I can't believe I get initiative. That just pretty much never happens. He's got more health than I would prefer. Oh, yeah, Jana. You know what? Yeah, taser him. Very nice. And reload. -6 AP, Jesus. Plus a lot of damage. Security lockout flash on the screen. Oh, okay, so I just accomplished nothing by doing that. I guess that's good to know. Does that mean I'm gonna run into more resistance? Probably. Wait, how did this one die? Alright, I'm gonna need you to get me to this floor's access panel. That'll be in room 303 on this floor. The door combination is 14291. She glances up at you. Make sure to write that down. Yeah, I've got it. Okay, once I'm there, I can put the penthouse door in maintenance mode. That'll set its key code combination to 11111, so we shouldn't have any trouble getting into plant the cam. James cuts her off. We've already wasted too much time. If we don't pick up the pace, I'm going to be late to my meeting, and I cannot afford that. He points at you. You're going to have to get us moving faster, jackass. No more unnecessary delays, and no more long speeches. You're in no position to dictate terms. Our employers put me in charge of this team, remember? The mage's lip curls into a sneer. A fact that I am painfully aware of. If I weren't under instructions to follow your lead, this would be a very different conversation. Yeah, well, you are, so shut up and deal with it. She shakes her head in disgust. God, I wish that we didn't need you to finish this job. His lip curls into a sneer. I thought it already was. Sadly for all of us, you do. Oh, and by the way, we're going to have words when this run is over, Mouse. A stream of caustic syllables pour out of the elf's mouth. His back is stooped under the weight of his pack, but his hands have clenched into fists. He rolls his eyes and points a bony finger at the elf. Look, it's trying to speak. I want to get this over with, Wizzrobe. I want to get away from these people and go home. From around the corner, you hear a sound. Heavy boots on tile, moving toward you at a full run. Oh, no! Okay, yeah, so... I guess that, truly accomplished nothing to take out that knight-errant guard. I wonder if there's a way to get to him faster? Okay, so that... the autos? Yeah, okay. Okay, so loading, and there we go. Carry on. Go about your business. We don't want any strife with you. So yeah, how did that dead guard get there? That was so weird. I know why that guard is dead. Okay, 14291. Oh, it's a different conversation this time. We've been making halfway decent time. Not good, but not terrible. But I can't afford any more delays. He cracks his knuckles. I hope no one else gets in our way for their own sake. You aren't hurting anyone unless I order you to. You got that? The mage's lips curling. Yeah, I heard you. Okay, yeah. Now it's getting to the same thing, so that's an odd little diversion. Okay, so where's room 303? Is there anything this way? So that's the penthouse. That's going to be all ones as soon as this is finished. And if I were a decker, I might be able to get into some of these other rooms, but I don't have one of those right now. Decking 4. Okay. This trendily designed panel reads Apartment 303. A slick, high-grade keypad has been mounted onto the door frame. And use the keypad, 14291. Welcome, homeowner. Okay, let's see if there's anything to raid. I'm not going to break into a high-end apartment and not see if there's stuff I can steal. Move the painting aside. Moving the painting aside, you find a large maintenance access panel. Jana steps forward, a slight frown on her face. Oh, okay, I guess that this is me. She pulls a multi-tool from her belt and uses it to loosen the bolts that hold the panel in place. Pulling a schematic on her PDA, she examines the terminal's wiring. Hurry it up, woman. The clock is ticking. Don't rush me. This is complicated. Popping the lid on her toolbox, she grabs a pair of wire clippers, a soldering gun, and a roll of electrical tape. With a look of grim determination on her face, she begins to snip into a massive harness of cables that runs through the unit. All right, she taps the elf on the knee. I'm gonna need that thing now. He nods and reaches back to unsling his pack. Placing it on the floor, he opens it and pulls out a large blue canister. It takes all of his strength to wrestle it up from the ground and into the space in the access panel that Jana has cleared. There you go, you dumb ox. Do something useful for a change. Fuck this guy. The elf says nothing. Unburdened by the heavy pack, he stands up straight, and for the first time you appreciate how much larger he is than the corporate mage. He stares down at James and his hands bunch into fists. James, for the last time, keep your damn mouth shut. I'll say whatever All of you, shut up, you're distracting me. The mage falls silent, and Jana goes back to work. It only takes a few minutes for her to screw, wire, and solder the canister into the harness. She inspects her work, nods, and then turns to face you. She stands and brushes the hair out of her eyes. All right, job's done. Just need to do a bit of cleanup and we can get out of here. Nice job, Jana. Yeah, thanks. It wasn't all that difficult, just a matter of following our employer's instructions. Hey, that's great, but time's a ticking, so let's keep moving. He glances at the jumble of wire and circuitry through the open access panel. To hell with the cleanup. We'll be gone before anyone notices anything anyway. You're sure that whatever you did disarmed the security system? She shrugs. Not really. I have no idea what that canister was or what it's supposed to do. Our employers told me that I had to wire it into the wall at this junction, so I did. That's all I know. I'm not comfortable with how little we know about this run. The mage sneers. You haven't been doing this long, have you? The lodge doesn't tell you things that you don't need to know, and you don't ask. Your job is to do what they tell you, take the money, and keep your mouth shut about it afterward. It's all very simple. The lodge? The mage's eyes widen incredulously. You don't even know who you're working for, do you? You're leading this team and you don't have a clue. Jana cuts in, her eyes wide. Both of you, shut up! Someone's coming! A tall, spray-tanned man in an expensive suit rounds the corner at a jog and comes bustling into the room. He stops short when he sees your team. His eyes flick from you to the panel that Jana pried down from the wall, and the smile falls from his face. What the hell? This is my apartment! I own it! What are you doing in here? We're in maintenance. Look at the uniforms. Yeah, I see that, but you can't be in here without my consent, and you sure as hell can't go tearing up my walls without giving me advance notice. James shoots you an irritated glance. This is a waste of time, and I'm already running late. If you don't take care of this idiot, I will. The elf barks something out at James. The sound is uncharacteristically ugly, all harsh consonants and sibilant hisses. Keep your mouth shut, James. I'll talk this out with our friend here. He bristles. Talk this out? The hell with that. We have a job to do and he's in the way. Deal with him and do it fast so we can get back on track. The homeowner looks shocked, but he recovers quickly. He takes a step towards James, his hands balled into fists. All right, buddy, you've asked for it. I want to know your employee number, and I want to know it now. I'm a member of the Homeowners Association for this level. You know what that means? I have a lot of pull with building management. He thrusts an outstretched finger at James. Your days wearing that uniform are numbered. I promise you that. Calm down, sir. There must be a problem at dispatch. You should have received a work order last week. I didn't receive a thing from dispatch, or from anyone else for that matter. My wife and I are entertaining guests here in an hour and a half, and our living room is ruined. I need to know that you're going to fix this, and that you'll clean the place back up, and that you'll put a new coat of wax on the floors. I need... The hell with it. I don't have time for this. His hands twist into claws, and he raises them high. An instant later, they are wreathed in an unnatural purple glow. James, stand down! We do not need to kill this man! The glow intensifies into a scintillating torrent of light. The energy lances and stabs out of James' hooked fingers as if it were alive. The man in the doorway recoils in alarm, and his palm slaps down on a plastic disc that has been clipped to his belt. Too late, you recognize the object. A panic button. The air fills with a cacophonous wail of screaming alarms. James jerks back, his concentration broken. From down the hall, you can distantly hear the sound of heavy footsteps approaching at a run. Meanwhile, the homeowner backpedals, trying to put a wall between himself and James. He's moving too slowly. Much too slowly. Everybody stand down! Your words are met with an incomprehensible screech. In your peripheral vision, you catch a flurry of motion. Your elvish companion is moving, making a beeline towards James. Janna is hanging off of him, trying to slow him down, but he barely seems to notice. With a kick, he sends her tumbling to the ground, then reaches for his weapon. Stop, damn it! We need him alive to complete the run! With a kick, he sends her tumbling to the ground, then turns back towards James. I'm with you, pal. To hell with the lodge, and to hell with this run. The mage half turns from the elf to you, his eyes wide with alarm. The ethereal glow from his hands flickers and sparks. Janna screams something, but with the blood pounding in your ears, you can't make out the words. James's jaw drops open. You're on him before he can speak. Okay, I guess, there and... Oh, hell yes. Perfect. So... And this gets back to what I was talking about, like, how I'm so conscientious playing this game that I don't even want to make a Janna shoot somebody, even this guy. But I'm going to. Alright, so let's see, how's your marksmanship? Oh, pretty good. And dead. Hot diggity. Okay, so I don't remember if this is one of those occasions where I have to kind of work my way towards the exit, or if I can do a little bit of this and just kind of course. Okay, get her behind cover. Hopefully there's no one out there. And... Fuck. Okay, I guess go ahead and sort them up. Thrust. Oh, I don't have a... Yeah, I don't have anything that attacks more than one person. Oh shit, and I should probably... No, I already healed myself. Can't anybody hit anything? Oof. Damn. That's bad. I guess it's worth a try. Yes, we got him this time. And get behind cover. And 96. Yeah, sure. Oh, very good. You did well. Zap. Reload. Zap him. My god. Oh my god, yeah, I need to get my marksmanship up a bit. 44% is dog shit. Like 79% with Powerbolt isn't great either. Really? Okay. So, let's just hang out here for a little bit. Alright, so, what's next? Yeah, I think there is... Good, I'm still not seeing anybody. I wonder if Jana could get me in there. Probably not, but worth a try. And there is not a separate bit of cover to get behind, unfortunately. Because I wanted to avoid exactly that. Fuck. Dickheads. I guess myself. And... Son of a bitch. You know what? I'm going to do a quick save, just in case. In case you haven't already come to this conclusion, I want to make it very clear right now. Okay, yeah. Can't do anything with that. I am definitely not above save skill. I don't think I'm going to do it this time. Shit, those are both two. Okay, so no, I definitely need to get them separated. Oh, yes. Thank you. Really? How are you? Oh, okay. I don't see what that actual thing is, but I can't see it here. So, fine. Let's do an aimed shot. Ha 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 ha! Cool. And, just give him a little punch. Of course. Dead and... Not dead, but thinking about it. There we go. And then... Oh, yeah, because if I were a decker, I could get into this, and we'd escape through the fire escape that I found on the other side of the building. But, yeah, can't do that. I mean, it's a little weird to me that I get that she's not a decker, but she is still an electrician, so you'd think she'd be able to do something. Ooh, fuck. Well, I guess if I just have to make it to the elevator, and they're right there, that's not the worst. But he does definitely need to heal himself. Shit. I was really hoping he didn't see us. Okay, why must Wizzrobe be so far away? Get up to here. And Jana... You know what? Get... here. Yeah, get here. And then you... Yeah, get here. Feel free to miss over and over again. Yeah, I don't need to... I don't need to be a hero and get onto that ley line and try to really fuck them up, I can just get to see them. Oh, damn it. Okay, fine. Wow, you are really easy to evade. Were they... Oh, yeah, because that was the penthouse. I don't need to go there at all if I'm not finishing the mission. Interesting. Okay, go here. And... Very good. You also go here. Perhaps inadvisedly. And... Now he is not a problem. Nice. Ah, shit. Oh, not a conjurer. It's hilarious how, like, afraid of conjurers I am when I have to go up against them, but I never want to play one. Okay, so... Conjurer... Ooh. If you can get the conjurer, then... Yes! Fucking got him. You know what? Didn't do as much damage as I would have liked, but at least it kept them incapacitated. Fuck. Yeah, let's focus on... Really? Let's keep the conjurer... Well, yeah. Nice. And can you... You could have done better than that. Well, I would say it was a serious mistake, but it turned out not to be that serious. Yeah, I do not want the conjurer to wake up, so there we go, and there we go. And now we can just stroll on out the door. I wonder, is that guy still there? Okay, interesting. So now I have access to the security terminal. Nope, security lockout. So much for that. I wonder if there's any way to bypass that. Get into the U-Bahn station. The cavernous tunnel of the U-Bahn line stretches out before you. In the dim fluorescence of the station's lights, it looks like it stretches on forever. Janet stares at you through red-rimmed eyes. You killed him, James! He was a prick, but we needed him! By scrubbing the mission, you've probably killed me too! I mean, none of these answers are what I would want to say to her. But fuck it, I'll go with... I'm sorry, Jana, but James wanted to kill an innocent man. He had to be killed. Yeah, you dealt with him, alright? You screwed me over by doing it. Her voice is full of venom.
The only reason I'm even here tonight is because I owe the lodge a debt. This was my one chance to pay it off, and now I can't. And they won't forget that.
Her composure cracks. Trembling, she raises her hands to hide her face.
Oh, God, I'm fucking dead. They're going to kill me, and I can't.
She doubles over, sobbing.
What am I gonna do?
He steps forward. Gently rests his hand on her shoulder. She raises her head to look up in response. He exhales heavily, and a jumble of broken German pours out of his mouth. You will help. Keep safe. Lodgemen, bastards. No give harm. We together go outside Berlin. Your people out as well. Janet looks up at him, but holds her silence. I think he's saying that he'll protect you. You'll need to get your people out of the city, though. She blinks away the tears, scowling.
Yeah, I got that. I'm thinking.
After a long pause, she looks back up at the motley birds.
Alright, we'll go back home, get my boyfriend and my cat, and we'll run. We'll all go to wherever the hell you're taking us.
Red-faced, she glances back over her shoulder.
You've ruined my life. I want you to know that.
Once an organization like the Lodge gets its hooks into you, it never lets go. If you think that finishing this run would have changed anything, you're fooling yourself. She stares at you for a long moment, her cheeks flushed. Slowly, she turns back to the elf, a miserable expression on her face. Together, they board the train. With nothing left to do here, you follow. And had you completed the mission, you would have found out that actually those weren't cameras you were planting, they were bombs. So she's now responsible for maybe dozens of deaths, and she feels horrible about that. And I don't think, and rightfully so, and I don't think there's any resolution for her on that. So either way, she's miserable. At least this way she kind of gets to take her life back. Your return trip to the Kreuz Bazaar is a lonely one. You spend the ride in quiet contemplation. The bugs that you were meant to plant in Ailshire's penthouse rattle in your pocket. A cheerful sound, an intangible reminder of your decision to scrub the run. Your audition is over. The Lodge, whoever they are going to have to find themselves another Shadowrunner. Only 2 karma for that? Can I even get anything worthwhile out of that? I can up my rifle score. That's the only thing I can do. Ah, man. Ah, well, I guess it was worth it. So, do I want to... And I didn't use any of my supplies on that one, which is nice. I still have no money. So... Oh yeah, I guess I'll hit up my stash. Unequip one of these, and I never use grenades, and I'm not putting any stats into, stats that are useful for grenades. I'm not putting any of my karma into, strength or throwing weapons. So having a grenade just isn't doing me any help at all. I can't remember if this game, it's also broken in terms of how the trauma kits work. I don't think it is. I think if you die, a trauma kit does activate automatically. I don't remember if an ally's does too, but it should. That was one of the most frustrating things about returns, is that I have these things specifically to prevent me from dying, and they just don't work. So, what good are they? Do I want to take Cram with me? Incoming damage increased by 6. Yeah, I don't like Hyper, or I don't particularly like Bliss. Although Bliss isn't that bad, especially if I'm not doing anything strength intensive. Nitro, strength, and willpower +2, minor 2 charisma, and intelligence. That is not bad. I wish I had some jazz. I do have some jazz. Very good. Okay, so I guess I'll just take another medkit. Alright, and now let's get ready to do the pharma run, because I want to be a little bit more well-equipped and well-supplied before we do the run on Humanus. I doubt she's got the drone ready yet, but just in case. Welcome back! What can I do for you? Got that drone fixed yet? I do! Just finished before you arrived. There's a complication, though. I gave her an accent before. I don't know if it matters. Complication? You said it was fixed. It is fixed, but the person who built this thing fixed it in a different way. This drone's got a custom AO stack on it. Someone wrote code that sits on the bootloader and configures this drone to only accept commands from a specific user. The thing works like a computer virus, so there's no way I can rip it out unless I get another brain from this model of drone. Before you ask, yes, I looked into that. The problem is, this is a stolen corp drone. A discontinued model of a stolen corp drone. There are no parts for this thing on the market around here, so unless you know who locked this thing up so tightly, you're not going to get more use out of it than a doorstop. Drek, well, I'll ask around for its owner, thanks. Don't need to ask, I knew who the owner is. Wait a minute, what were those two? Oh, that's 2 entrances to the U-Bahn, I forgot about that. Oh, hey Chief, how's it going? I found this drone in that hotel vault. Does it belong to you? Yeah, Chief, that's mine. I didn't want to say anything at the time since it was my idea to have you look at the vault in the first place. Loot the vault. Would have saved me some running around if you had come clean. I, forgot about it? Honestly, Chief, I'm just glad to see her up and running again. How'd you pull that off, by the way? Malit fixed your drone. She says that it won't listen to anyone but you, though. Score! So, can I have it back? Sure, it's no use to me anyway. And now he's got a drone. Let me see if I can engage him in some conversation. As you approach Blitz, he gives you an easy smile. Hey, Chief, what's up? Oh, still can't say anything meaningful to him about him yet, or anything meaningful to him yet. So I guess I have to do one, like, proper run first. Bazaar save. And go to the Pharma Laboratory Complex. In addition to your team, your fixer, blah blah blah. Yeah, I never hire outside help. You know what? Let me take a look at them and see what kind of folks they are available. Similar to my frustration with Shaman Pugilist. That's an interesting blind eagle shaman, mistress of the spiked fist. Similar to my frustration with the like how you can't buy equipment that's above your grade at the time, even if you have the money. By which I mean, like, right now at this point in the game, only the basic level med kits and trauma kits are available to me. But if I have money to buy the premium or the next levels up, why, like, they should be available for me. And, like, I know that these people, all these other mercenaries, are you know, they're kind of around the same level as my own crew, and they will scale up as the game goes on. But, like, why not make higher level mercenaries available? Because, like, if I can hire one guy that can, like, do the job of, say, Glory and Dietrich or something, like, has stats good enough that they can replace 2 members of my team on a mission, why not make them available to me? I can't afford one right now, but that's a little beside the point, at least to me. Mercenary Adept. Okay, so Blitz and Iger. Basically, no matter what, they're on my team. And then, oh, Dietrich has to be there too. Yeah. Oh yeah, Blitz. I definitely need a Decker and a Rigger there. Yeah. Okay, let's just do it. Your client has hired you to tie up loose ends at the site of a botched cloak and dagger operation. One of the operatives from the failed mission has been captured by knight-errant security forces, and it's only a matter of time before he talks. Your job is simple. Kick in the door, find the operative, and put a bullet in his guts before he can spill them. I fucked up because like, in my head, I thought I was going against Humanus, which is why I said that Dietrich had to be on the team. I don't know how useful Dietrich is going to be. Like, I might wish that I'd brought Glory instead. You know, given my at this point well-documented kind of distrust of shamans, or like wariness about using shamans to their full capabilities, potential, however you want to put it. Okay, I've got a trauma kit. Iger's got a trauma kit. Dietrich has one. Okay, good. So, let me swap out your bliss. Yeah, swap out your bliss for a trauma kit. I'll leave you your cram, though. You're a growing boy. Fuck. Oh my god, I have more med kits I could have given Dietrich. I can't do anything with this 2 karma, so no. The reception area of the Sharing Pharma AG lab looks normal enough. The synth leather couches were obviously designed more for appearance than for comfort, and the blue steel walls are gently illuminated with energy-efficient recessed lighting. All in all, it's a perfect example of typical corporate design sensibilities. Bland, generic, and safe. An overturned houseplant is the only sign that something might be amiss in the lab ahead. You ready for this, boss? According to what Herr Fuchs told us, this entire complex is going to be crawling with hired security. It's going to be a hell of a fight. I've been itching for a stand-up fight. Let's do it. Do I want to go ahead and... Okay, good. That's not immediately putting me into combat, you know, to a shotgun shell in the face or whatnot. Go here first. Okay. Iger. Man. I think they're far enough away that I could get some benefit out of this sniper rifle. So, yeah, I guess get here. Don't want anyone clustered up too much. Like that, for example. Sure. Flamethrower? There we go, that's good. Yeah, jack in. Oh yeah. I keep forgetting that I need to remember which programs this has so that I can buy the ones that I want to have, because he's got blaster and erosion and suppression and medic, which is good. I would like to get killer too. Got one IC, one ESP, sorry. So, let's 3 AP. So how about you get here and then erode this one. And are they close enough together for a blaster? Yes, they are. For whatever that's worth. Cool. Die, and okay, one more. Okay, and then erode you. Blast y'all. Keep missing. I don't appreciate it. I guess I need healing more than anyone else. So either get... yeah, get here. It's not the best plan I've ever had, but... Now, E-trick. It might be worthwhile to just haste Iger. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do exactly that, because E-trick is not super useful in a fight. Certainly not at the level he's at now. Stop. There are too many of you. Okay. Oh, the main thing I need is Sniffer. Because, especially at these early levels, you can't hit a goddamn thing, and it really helps to be able to get some extra accuracy. Okay, and then turn your attention back to thems. There we go. Oof. Okay. So tired of you people. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I guess Manifold. Conjurer. Nice. Tiger. Good, and... oh, fuck. Oh, but she's hasted, so I can reload and... you know what? Oh, I've only got one fetish. Not the best. Yeah, fuck it. Oh god, my versus sucks. Alright, I guess just stick with your basic weapon. And open. I guess I'll try Electrobolt. Ah, that's not bad. Oh, Nerve Bolt. Electrobolt is the other one. Bitch. Okay, so now... surprisingly good accuracy that turn. Spoke too soon. Jinxed myself. Better cover and see if I can erode him. Nope, of course not. At least he missed. Oh. It's only for the accuracy. Shit, she lost one. Then you. Again. Almost there. I can't Electro Bolt again yet. Electro Core. Oh, I think Nerve Bolt you can upgrade to Electro Bolt as the game goes on. You can level your team up. All right, let's be silly. Holy shit! It actually worked. Yeah, let's, yeah, I forgot I'd summoned this critter. So, 85 versus 59. Yeah, it just goes regular attack. And miss. There we go. And... get your shit together, spirit. Of course. So, let's take control of them cameras. And then... get out of there. I need my magic to be stronger. I am unsatisfied with how many times I can hit people with, like, lightning bolts before they die. I don't really remember which way I want to go. I don't think I can... What? Oh. Wait a second. I don't actually need to go into that room at all, do I? Yes, I do. God damn it. Oh, but let's... since I've got you here... send Max through that. I don't remember if there's anything, like, particularly noteworthy or worthwhile. And I don't know if I want to open this door yet. So I think I won't. But I just did. So maybe don't take anything I say seriously. Let me, it would be nice if I could... You know what? Okay. I am going to keep it around just so that it can go in here and cause a bit of a distraction. Mage, yes. Okay, Dietrich. Can't move much. Wow, barely did any damage to it. Shit. Yeah, I guess I'll head this direction anyway. Even if I'm kind of doing these. Not bad. Oh, come on. How did that not hit you? Some damage. I'm not sure what my plan is with Blitz exactly. It's 2 AP to use the taser. Fuck. Oh, wow. Such a gamble. Okay, so who? Me. Sorry, I mean, Dietrich is... Where is Dietrich? That's Blitz. Is that Dietrich? Yeah, okay. So Dietrich can heal you. Being behind cover right now. Wow. Shit. I really need to separate them. I probably need to bail on this one. Damage an enemy with a magical attack while you're standing on a ley line, you get, like, some health back. I don't remember which game, or if I'm even remembering that correctly, or if I just need to get off this lane of line and behind cover. Probably that one. Yeah, sure. So, Blitz. Go here, but don't open the door yet. Tiger. Okay, yeah, let me stay with the sniper rifle for now, even though... Damn it. but yeah, okay. Not surprising. Oh, mage. Oh, you fucks. There, and of course not. Okay, so Dietrich's already down. Oh, that's me. Okay. I am just doing absolute dog shit at this mission. Good, and yeehaw. Pretty good. Yeah, I should get you to cover. I should have done a better job of getting you to cover. And I guess take a shot. There you go. More? Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, Dietrich's dead, so I'm going to pull the plug on this one, and I think I'm also going to make that the end of this stream. I do not want to save. Yeah, I definitely should have gone with glory on this one. I just forgot what I was doing, basically. Alright, so that is going to do it for tonight. So thank you for joining me. I will see you next time.